ship some weekend sales together. I have about 20 sales going out the door. My name is Kelsey. I am a full-time reseller. However, I am currently planning a wedding. I got engaged a few months ago and our wedding is in less than 50 days. So I haven't been spending too much time on my reselling business, at least not as much time as I would like to. And I do think that my sales reflect that. But we'll go into it. I'll tell you what things sold for. I'll try to tell you how long they're listed for, which is really important in this business. Let me just tell you guys, if you are starting out, whether you're part-time, full-time, whatever the case is, it's important to know that items are going to sit for a while. They're not always going to sell within a week, a month, 2 months. So I'm going to try to be honest, and if I have the data, I will tell you how long an item is listed, because some of these you may be surprised. They were listed for a while. So let's start off with a pair of jeans. This is a pair of Athleta jeans. I bought them off Whatnot. I don't think I have them in my spreadsheet anymore. Yes, I do. Okay. So this is the first time I've ever listed a pair of Athleta jeans. I've never found them before in the wild, at least not that I can remember. And I bought them off Whatnot for $2.84. I'm guessing because of the price of that, I got these in a reduced shipping show. That's really low cost of goods for Whatnot because I am paying the shipping to get these items. They were listed for 159 days and I think they sold for $19. So just around $3 into $19 on Poshmark. If you guys are unfamiliar with Poshmark, you are allowed, I moved my envelopes. You are allowed to use Tyvek or any priority packaging for Poshmark sales because the buyer pays for it, and Poshmark has a deal with USPS.com. So I have an Etsy download to explain exactly how to sell on Poshmark, but we'll keep going into it on this video so you can kind of get a gist. So $3 into $19. I always use the Tyvek envelopes. I prefer these over the bubble mailers by Priority because these take up way less space. They're waterproof. I just have always preferred the Tyvek. So for my Poshmark sales, I do print an invoice, and when I'm pulling orders, I put the SKU number on the invoice so I can pull orders easier. However, I have recently changed for all my new listings. I put a SKU number in the Poshmark's SKU number blank box, fill in, whatever you want to call it. So now it prints out next to the actual title of this, and I don't have to go back and look through my spreadsheet. So first sale of the day, packaged up. I do fold over my Priority packaging like this just so it fits the item better. They can still scan this one on the back, and I just pop a label on it and it's good to go. I don't wrap things in plastic. I don't wrap things in tissue paper. I know a lot of you who follow me already know this about me, but I think for all the new people coming onto my YouTube channel that I just think there's this big misconception of that you have to put all this additional money into your packaging. I used to ship with packaging paper. Like I used to wrap every one of my items. I went from the little plastic baggies, I used to do those, and then I wrapped them in packing paper. And my ratings stayed the exact same. I don't get complaints about my packaging. I think people just want the item they're buying from you. Now, of course, if one of my items got destroyed in transit, I'm happy to do customer service and give the buyer a refund or do a claim with Priority with USPS.com, any of that stuff. I just don't think, there's the puppies. I just don't think that all the additional packaging is necessary. Now, that's all to say that if you like doing your packaging, if you like wrapping it in plastic, by all means go for it. We all have different businesses, and it's great that we're able to run a different business. But it's just not what I do for my business. So, and I don't have problems with it. People don't complain. I have good ratings. I've been doing this for a long time. So yeah. Anyway, this is a J. McLaughlin brand new with a tag top. I sent out 20% off offers on my entire Poshmark closet, and I am pretty sure that this was one of the items that I sold during that sale that I ran. It sold for $36 on Poshmark. It was not listed long at all. I would say less than a month. And like I said, yeah, $36. I had $1 into it, and I made a good chunk of money profit. I think around probably $25 profit on this. Let me pull up my Poshmark page so I can try to give you more accurate numbers. Sorry, my computer is right below you guys. And this is going out to Missouri. This was a Poshmark sale again, so I am going to be using this Tyvek envelope. My favorite, again, they are waterproof. They're free. You can order them from USPS.com and have them delivered right to your home. And it's Tyvek, T-Y-V-E-K. All right, next sale, I was actually surprised about this. This is a Zara blazer. Now, Zara is very, very hit or miss for me. I got this really low cost of goods. I got this in the estate buyout, so I didn't purchase it and look up comps at the time. It was just bought in a bulk buyout. So I listed it because I had it. Very low cost of goods, and it actually sold for my full asking price of $40. It is brand new with the tags. It's a really cute little cropped blazer. I was really thrilled to see this sell as quickly as it did. I'd say this was listed for around 2 weeks. Let me see if I can pull up exactly how long it was listed. This was listed for 12 days, so not even 2 weeks, and this sold a few days ago, so those numbers actually aren't even accurate. Anyway, this was another Poshmark sale, so I am just going to stick this into, again, tried and true Tyvek envelope. And another thing to note with these Tyvek envelopes is sometimes because it does have this self-seal little tab, sometimes the stickiness on them is not good, so I will tape over the edges here, but the pack I've recently got in the mail has been great, so I don't find I need to tape over it. Anytime I'm shipping a bulky item out, I'll tape over it just to add a little bit of protection. But again, I've never had somebody comment saying their bag was ripped open in the mail. I mean, maybe once or that's not true. I have had people say that, but they've always said the item was fine, but the bag was ripped open. So I think I've had that twice that I can remember. So, all right, let's save shoes for a little bit later. Let's do this. This is a pair of J. McLaughlin Carter pants. Now, this is an eBay sale. The buyer paid for priority shipping. So, of course, I bought a priority label because if the buyer pays for priority, I want to make sure I'm giving them priority. These were listed, I have 3 different Carter pants in my closet right now, and I think I had these listed for around $75. I sent an offer and they ended up selling for, I think, $50, which I was happy with because they have been posted for, looks like 126 days. So I'm happy with the $50 offer. Didn't have much into them, but they're this really pretty pair of wide leg, stretchy career pants that are like a pull-on. They have an original price tag of $178. Yeah, so I'm gonna package this up in a Tyvek envelope. I bought a priority label. I did not buy a priority padded flat rate label. I just bought priority and I put the measurements in and the weights in. So this is perfect for this pair of pants. This is, like I said, these were a retail price of $178 and they only sold for $50. So it's really important to note while you're out thrifting and sourcing, or if you're sourcing online, to not just hone in on that original MSRP because you will get yourself in trouble. Unfortunately, it does help to have an item with a high MSRP, but it's definitely not an end all be all like, oh, well, this says it's $1,000 brand new. I'm going to buy it and hopefully get $700 for it. That is not how it works. You want to buy things according to the comp. So even if something has $1,000 MSRP or $200 MSRP, sometimes comps can be under $20, $30. So it's always, always, always important to recheck comps. Don't just trust the MSRP on it, or you will find yourself in trouble. I sold this scarf. Oh, where did I put it? Oh, here it is. I sold this scarf. I've been selling J. McLaughlin Reed scarves really well. They're 100% wool. They all have different prints. This is brand new with the tag. It's sold on eBay for $35. I had it listed for $40, so when somebody sent me a $35 offer, I was very happy. The buyer paid for priority mail. I put in the weight, I put in the measurements, and I'm going to use one of these Tyvek envelopes. Just slip it in like that. I do make sure I give the self-adhesive closure a good push so it does stay sticky, kind of warms up the glue a little bit. Pop the label on there and we're good to go. Wonderful. Next item is this Talbot's sweater. This sold on an offer for $25 on eBay. It's this really beautiful merino wool, all over print, lightweight sweater, brand new with the tags. This had a price tag of $99 on it and I sold it for $25. Not bad for a Talbot's smaller size sweater, and it was not listed very long. Let me see, I think I might have deleted it. I would say under 2 weeks. Yeah, I think under 2 weeks this was listed. For $25, I had less than $2 into it. I was happy with that. The buyer bought a priority envelope. So I am putting this into a Tyvek envelope, again, squeezing so that it's self-adhesive. It gets a little bit sticky, and popping the label on. There we go. I'm really curious how you guys think the setup is. I know you can't see what I'm doing down here, which I'm really sorry about. If you like the setup where my camera is facing this way and facing the window so you can see my whole back wall, let me know in the comments. That's how I usually do my TikTok, Facebook, Instagram ship with me videos. So I want to hear your feedback because whatever you prefer is what I will do. This next item was not listed long at all. Let's see, I think less than a week if I had to guess. Oh no, this was listed for just around 2 weeks actually. Okay, 2 weeks, and I accepted a very low offer on this because I just don't think this print is exactly super sought after. It is a J. McLaughlin dress, brand new with the tag. I think I had this listed around $60 if I had to guess. Around $60, maybe even $40. I did accept a $30 offer. Even though it's brand new with the tags, it is a size small. I just was worried that this would be sitting for a while. The comps weren't showing anything more. I think the comps were around $30, $35, but I do price J. McLaughlin a teeny bit higher than some comps because I've had luck with it. J. McLaughlin is a really good brand for me and I know how it sells in my closet. So that's why I kind of go off the map, off the charts a little bit with my comping for J. McLaughlin. So yeah, don't really follow in my footsteps with that one. You should always trust the comps, go by the comps, but sometimes you know your audience better than anybody else. So $30, I had barely any money into this, a few bucks. I was happy with it. A 2-week flip, good for me. This was a Poshmark sale. So hopefully you've caught on by now. I'm going to use a Tyvek priority envelope for this Poshmark sale. I always use free supplies when I have them, even if it's an Amazon poly mailer that I'm reusing. I want to have as little money into all of my orders as I can, because obviously then I'm making more money. So we have a big bundle of stuff. I'm gonna save that for a little bit later. And then we have some bigger items. So this, I was so excited to finally sell this. I don't remember how much I bought this for. I don't think I will be picking up this brand anymore. Sorry if I've been missing showing you guys a tag. This is a Bullrick fire resistant coverall, which usually I can sell coveralls pretty easily. They do good for me. This one I got an offer on eBay probably a few months ago, and I declined because I was like, that's just not a good enough offer for me. And I wish at the time, like looking back, I probably should have accepted it because I did hold on to this for quite some time. Finally, I got an offer for $25 and I jumped on that because I am so sick of seeing this. You know, sometimes you're just like, I don't care how much it goes for. I just want it gone. This was definitely one of those items. This sold on Poshmark. Let me tell you how long this was listed for. I'm I'm sure you'll be like, whoa, that's a long time. Okay, this was listed for 257 days. So at that point, if somebody came into my closet and offered me $10, I would have accepted it. I had $8 into this. This was definitely not a good pickup on my part. Shame on me. I should have trusted the comps, but I'm glad I came out in a positive rather than losing money. But sometimes it's worth it to just learn something. I mean, it stinks when you lose money, but be graceful, gracious with yourself. Sometimes you just need to learn from your mistakes. So now I know to not pick this brand up. It sits for me way too long. I also have a Bulwark jacket in my closet that has not moved. So I should have learned from this to not pick up something else, but I didn't. This was a Poshmark sale, so I am going to use a medium flat rate priority mail box. You are allowed to use flat rate priority packaging on Poshmark. You don't have to do anything different. If you read the bottom of their label, it says exactly what Poshmark labels cover. I love it because, again, they're free. They're free at USPS.com. Oh, it's such a good feeling moving stale inventory. I love it. I love it. Drop in the chat what your most recent flop was. Let us know so we can maybe stay clear of it. This was definitely mine. Bulwark stuff. Maybe I should have just listed it lower to begin with and then it would have sold. I'm not sure why it took so long to sell, but I'm glad it's going to a new home. I am very glad. Okay, next Poshmark sale is this Amanda Smith jacket. You guys, I have no clue how this ended up in my hands. It's not a good brand. I'm curious where I bought this because I'm like, I don't think I meant to buy this, but alas, I have it. I spent $3.50 on this. It's been listed for 146 days, and I'm telling you guys, I don't know why I bought this. Maybe if it was a plus size, I can understand, because it's not a brand I typically pick up. It's by Amanda Smith. It's just this long line little overcoat with like a metallic paisley print. I'm thankful it sold as fast as it did. It sold for $19, which I'm very happy with for something like this because, again, the comps don't show anything good, and I think I might have put it in my cart to check comps on it and then never took it back out. So again, my mistake. You live and you learn. This is a Poshmark sale, so I'm going to use another medium priority flat rate box. Pop the invoice in there and close her on up. Again, I don't wrap anything. I just make sure it has a really nice seal on it, and it's good to go. And I actually, if you guys didn't know, you can get all these packaging materials on USPS.com, like I said, but you can also schedule a pickup. So my postman actually comes to my door and picks up all the packages that I set outside, which is a lifesaver. I don't know if anybody else can relate to this, and I hate to be like a little bit negative right here, but my post office worker, the main worker at the desk, is just not nice. I honestly get anxiety thinking about having to like talk to her because of how kind of rude she is. So I love the fact that I can just put them out on the porch, and my postman guy who comes and picks my stuff up is amazing. He is such a hard worker. He's so positive. He's so respectful. So if you don't want to go into your post office, schedule a pickup and save yourself some time. This next sale is a Talbot's pink, brand new with the tag jacket. Has a price tag of $349. Somebody accepted an offer during my 20% off my entire closet sale for $79, which I was really happy with. This was not listed too long. Let's see. Oh, I might have already deleted it. There it is. This was listed for 35 days, so not long at all. All my jackets are beginning to move. You'll see here in a second I have even more jackets that I need to ship up. I was happy with this sale. And this is going to also go into a medium flat rate box. I just folded up real nice. Grab my box. and pop it in. I had less than $5 into this jacket. So $5 into $79 sale, I'm very happy with, especially under a month. That's great. If you guys did not know, when you're looking at eBay and looking up comps, a good sell-through rate is 90 days. eBay tracks a 90-day window of comps, of sold data. So it's really hard because I think some people get into this business and think that their stuff is going to sell very, very quickly. That's not true. Anything that sells before 90 days is honestly great, fantastic, wonderful. But I would say if you don't have an item with 100% sell-through rate, you have to expect to hold on to it for a little. And that's okay. I mean, when you're listing 5, 10, 15, 20 items a day and then selling potentially 5, 10, or 15 items a day, you're keeping things coming in and out. So not everything that you list last week needs to sell this week, as long as you're still selling things consistently. Hopefully that makes sense. Because you have to think, like, when people, I just want you guys to understand, when you're watching my ship with me videos, everything that sold, even this video, everything you see that I'm shipping up right now was not listed like last week. It's stuff that I listed a while ago that's finally sold. And that's the same thing with my TikTok ship with me videos. Sometimes it just takes time for things to get that traction and sell, but if you have a closet full of 100% sell-through rate things, then things should be selling faster. It's also important to note that if you have an item with 100% sell-through rate and it hasn't sold, it's been listed for way longer than 90 days, and you're like, why isn't this selling? The sell-through rate showed that it should sell within those 90 days. That's something, I hate to say, but that's something you are doing wrong, whether you are pricing it a little bit too high, whether you don't have a good title, your description lacks, your photos lacks. It could be a number of things to why your item isn't selling, but I definitely recommend going back and looking. Also, recheck comps, because comps are changing constantly. So those are 2 little tips for you if you're like, why is my stuff not selling? There is a reason for it. You just have to figure out what that reason is. All right, next. This bundle of items is going to one of my viewers, actually, Sherry. Thank you so much for your purchase. It's a beautiful bundle of Talbot's coats. She picked up this one she got them both for $105. This is brand new with a tag, size small, Talbot trench coat. I absolutely love it. If this was my size, I'd be tempted to keep it. And she got these, how did I ship these out? I think I used Priority. I used Pirate Ship. Pirate Ship is a great tool if you guys don't use it. I use Pirate Ship and it's going out Priority, and I put the measurements in. So first item, I'm just gonna fold up nice and neat. And then this Talbot's jacket is like almost a plaid. It almost looks like houndstooth far away. It's also brand new with the tag, little overcoat jacket. I think she got a great deal on this bundle, and I hope she loves it. We're gonna fold this one up and just pop it on top and use I think we're gonna go with a poly bag, because yeah, I think that's easier with the cubic shipping option that we did. So let's use, I have these really big poly bags right here. I don't even know the dimension of these, but having big poly bags for bulky jackets is so important coming into these colder weather days, colder weather season, coming into Q4, because it's hard to find boxes for big stuff. So I love to have these big poly bags hanging around. I just fold them over if there's any excess, just like that. And I am going to tape this one just because it is a looser fold to it. Sorry about that. And yeah, I'm really excited. I'm really excited that a viewer reached out. If you guys ever see anything that you want from my store and you don't want to pay maybe as much money as it is, or like you can get away with not having to pay the selling or the fees, the buying fees, or yeah, the buying fees, or what am I trying to say? The fees that I have to add on because the fees that are taken out from my pocket. You guys know what I mean. You guys know what I mean. If you guys ever see anything that you want, just reach out to me directly and we can always work a private sale. Yes, we can. Next item, I picked this up in Maine on one of Dan and I's trips up there. This is a Toomey bag I bought for a few dollars. I think I had $3 into it. It took a little bit to sell. I would say 2 or 3 months to sell, but did sell for $28, which I'm happy with. This takes up no room. It is in a little bit of a beat up condition. There's some wear on the back. So $28 I'm happy with. And we're gonna ship this in a Tyvek envelope, of course. So my Tyvek envelope, I think they just are the best. I'm just gonna try to put the handles so they can't get all tangled. Just like that, just so they're back there. Put the invoice in because this was a Poshmark sale and Poshmark is the only place I print invoices. And tape it up. Give it a little bit of a smush like that. Let me know how you guys like this style of video. It's not, I usually do ship with me's, but on Mondays I just have so much stuff. I feel like it's easier to come on here and just talk and hang out. There we go. I'm gonna tape this. Oh, and if you're interested in where I got the eBay tape, if you go onto ebay.com and just type in the search bar eBay shipping supplies, they will come up. Next item was another Poshmark sale. I sadly ran out of shoe boxes, so we'll see what I can fit these in. This is a pair of UGG, what are these called? Pneumal snapback boots. I bought them for $20 from Plato's Closet. And they sold for $52. They took way longer to sell than I thought they were going to. Comp showed that the comps were pretty good and the sell-through rate was pretty good. I think I had them priced a little bit too high, which goes back to what I just said earlier, is like I should have rechecked the price I had these listed at and lowered them because they might have sold faster, but that's okay. They sold now, and again, I'm constantly learning from my mistakes. So we're just gonna pop this into one of these medium flat rate boxes. If I had a shoe box, I would be using that because they'd be fitting a lot better, but that's okay. Just pop them in there, close it off. Here's this self-adhesive thing, so I just pull that off and tape it shut. This is a little bit bulgy up here, so I am gonna use some tape just to make sure that this does not open up. Just a little piece, nothing too crazy. Again, this was a Poshmark sale, $20 into $52. Not the best profit margin, especially for how long they were listed, but I'm not mad about it. They're really, really nice pair of boots, so hopefully the buyer loves them. Next, we have a pair of Nike sneakers. I bought these the same day I bought them, I'm pretty sure. These are beautiful butterfly Air Force Ones. These sold for $57. I think I bought them for $24 or $27. I don't remember. We're gonna ship these out using a poly mailer. This sold on Mercari. So this is going to go out UPS, SurePost. When you're looking at Mercari shipping, I always ship through the sites I'm selling with. So Mercari, I buy my label through Mercari, or I get my label with Mercari. For eBay, I buy my label through eBay, and Poshmark is automatically sent to me. But 4 items, 1 to 3 pounds on Mercari, which these weigh over a pound. I use UPS SurePost because I don't like FedEx at all. And SurePost is the cheapest option. It is $7.99 for anything 1 to 3 pounds, which I honestly think is a very low shipping price. Shipping's not cheap, and I think $7.99, the buyer was obviously happy to pay that. Yeah, I had these listed way too high when I first got them. I looked at comps in the store, and then I got home and looked at comps more, and I realized they weren't as much as I thought they were. So I was hopeful and still priced them high just because there weren't a lot listed. Again, they sold on Mercari. Mercari doesn't take any fees, so 57 minus the 24 or whatever I said Not bad, not bad at all. I was hoping for over $100 for these, or around 100. I was wrong. So still made pretty good money with it. I'm not mad. And we move on. Next item is a really nice bundle. This sold on Mercari for $130, which means there was no fees taken out, which we love to see. First item in the bundle is this absolutely gorgeous Nike wrap sweater. It is reversible. It's a Nike yoga wrap sweater. This was listed for a pretty good amount of time. I got this retail arbitrage for $10. It is brand new with the tag. I purchased it from Ross. I think I had it listed on all my stores for $65, which is, again, I probably had it listed too high, but maybe I'm seeing a trend. Maybe I should go in and check comps for some of my items again. This is an Eileen Fisher silk plus size dress. This sold very, very quickly the first time around. Yes, you heard that here, right? I think this has been sold 2 or 3 different times, and every time it's been returned because it didn't fit the buyer. But I have it again here in my hands in perfect condition, and it sold for the 4th time, and hopefully this time it sticks. I bought this for, I think, around $5. This is a sweater. All of these are plus size, which I love when people create plus size bundles in my closet. This is a red wool sweater by Zinity. There wasn't a lot of this brand listed, and comps looked okay. I got it for $2. However, I got it home and there was damage. I don't remember where the damage was. I noted it in the listing, but this buyer added it $2 for this bundle. I think is really, really good. So far I have, let's say, round this up to $6, $7, $8, $18 into this bundle so far. And then this was a J. Crew blazer. You guys, I love selling blazers. Talbot's, J. Crew, really any blazer. I love selling it. This was also brand new with a tag, size 16 by J. Crew. I think I got this on Whatnot for probably under $6. So right there I have less than $25 into this $130 bundle. No fees taken out. That's a really good profit margin for me. I'm happy with that, especially because one of the items was damaged and I didn't know, and the other item was listed for a while. So 4-piece bundle going out the door on Mercari. I need to find a box for this. I'll ship this, I'll package this up off camera, but yeah, I was really, really excited about this. Last item, you guys, thanks for sticking with me. This is an item I bought from a recent estate haul where the video blew up and I got so much hate on it. People thought I was selling expired stuff. You're not allowed to sell expired stuff. You are allowed to sell new beauty products though, as long as they aren't expired, on eBay, Mercari, Poshmark. This sold on Poshmark within 2 weeks of me listing it. I had it listed for $35. It sold for $29 on an offer. I'm gonna package this up, give it a nice wrap with some plastic, stick it into a plastic bag because it cannot leak. That would make a mess. This cannot leak. And I'm probably gonna stick it into one of these small shipping boxes after I wrap it all up, padded and everything, and I'll get it on its way. Anyway, you guys, that is everything. I've got a pile of packages down here. Again, let me know if you like this style video. I am happy to come on and ship with you guys, like maybe once or twice a week if you like it. Let me know in the comments below, and I'll catch you in the next one. Oh, and be sure to subscribe if you're not already. Switches, bye.